Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone.
Hey, what's going on? It's me, your boy, Joey, and gonna be another man versus machine. I'm gonna be the man this time, and this is the machine, the Commodore 64. I'm gonna be playing Colossus chess. I am having some real trouble figuring out the goddamn emulator controls, but I think I am coming at it from too modern a perspective. It draws this intro screen, which I quite like. I like the aesthetic of it. But nothing, no button press seems to do anything to speed it up or to skip it. So we just wait. We wait. It draws kind of a nice intro screen. I like the aesthetic. I'm not lying. I like the super glitchy lines in the background. I don't know if that's a failure of the emulator or if that was actually part of the original Colossus Chess 4. I also could not find Colossus Chess 1, 2, or 3, so I think maybe they're just fudging a little with the numbers. But hopefully this match will be a little more fair. Last time we played against computer chess on the Atari 2600, and it was an unreleased prototype that did not know or respect the rules of chess, including en passant, promoting a pawn, the fact that kings cannot check one another, and it just blatantly ignored being in checkmate and continued going about its moves. So I think it's pretty obvious why that was an unreleased prototype. There is a version called Video Chess for the Atari 2600 that I would like to face in a rematch. It took some of the actually clever programming that was in computer chess, some of the sprite work that allowed them to have more than just 6 sprites, which led to the scan line aesthetic that game has. So I'd like to face Video Chess, and I guess the programmers found a way to fit all of the actual rules of chess into 4K, which, I mean, I find impressive. I think this is just gonna make me wait here for fucking ever. And here we go. We have enter C2. Okay. You can't go to C5. What? Well, let me type now. C4. Yes. And then enter. C2, C4. We did it. The English. And it's playing back the main line. E5. We have a game going with the Commodore 64 Colossus Chess. All right, let's see what we can do. We want to go. Can I just type now? Yeah, G2, G3. We're gonna fianchetto. Okay, knight to F6. Reasonable. We're still gonna go F1. Enter. G2. Enter. Okay. I like the aesthetic too. I do like the aesthetic of this game. It's not as attractive to me as computer chess was, but G1 to F3. But this is they have some good looking pieces. The board has all of the algebraic notation on it, which is good because you have to type it in via algebraic notation. Although the keyboard may work, or the joystick may work, I don't know the. Yeah, it's just playing. It's just playing reasonable moves. B1 to C3. There's probably difficulty levels. I did not look at the manual. I should have looked at the manual. D7 to D6, reasonable. I'm gonna go D2 to D3. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what kind of mistakes a computer from this era is gonna make. This is 1985, so this is a decade before, almost a decade. Yeah. Almost a decade before Deep Blue beat Kasparov. Let's castle ourselves. No, E1. E1 to G1. Hopefully it recognizes that as castle. Yep. Let me think. My move. It's not a real pin. The position's not that close. If you want to trade off your light square bishop for my light square bishop, I am more than happy to do so. Let's do some B2, B3. Let's fianchetto on the other side as well. Rook to C8. What is this motherfucker doing? Rook to C8. That pawn is not under any threat. It's not going anywhere. It's not. All right, I'm gonna follow my plan. Fianchetto. Get my queen off the back rank. I'm gonna try and complete my development like a reasonable person. I don't know if I have to type the whole C1 because it does. The highlight line does go to the bishop, but I'm gonna do it anyway. C1 to B2. I had a problem earlier where I tried to make a move and it I tried to make a move and I may have entered it wrong. I may not have been careful enough. All right, okay. I said I was going to take my queen off the back rank, but I think I might. Take a couple precautionary moves here first, just to make sure that I can't get spooked off by a knight after just one move. I mean, I'd like to trade my knight for that dark square bishop. Is that unreasonable? I don't think he can prevent it, right? So let's try that next. Um, what's that? C3 to A4. It's taking a while. He's going into the think tank here. M. Bryant, 1985. Oh, now he's decided that he wants his rook on the d file. I mean, it's going to be open after I take that bishop. So I mean, that's pretty smart for a computer. I mean, it's going to be half open. Yeah, things are going to open up a bit. It's gonna. I mean, I could make a different file open, right? Like, if I push b3 to b4, his bishop goes up, and then a non-center file is opening. Let's try that. But so far, compared to computer chess was down. We were 5 moves in. Computer chess was down 2 full pieces. Like, it was it was not a quality piece of work. All right, now let's take a4, b6. Takes back at the a without even thinking. Um, I mean, we can win a pawn, or we can make that knight go somewhere stupid. Either of which I'm happy with by pushing b5. So let's try it. b4, b4, b5. A knight on the rim is dim, is something that I've heard. If it jumps into d4, we win a pawn, I think. a5, yeah. It's just playing solid chess. Let's move our queen to c. No, he doesn't have a dark square. Well, I don't want to let him get in. Let's move our queen d1 to c2. Right across from that bishop, but you know what? I think I want to go e4 next. Although my light square bishop is maybe I could look to win the bishop the same fucking way. Do you think Colossal Chess 4 knows how to sacrifice? Oh well, you could fuck off. h2 to h3. You can fuck off. How about that? Unless there's some crazy tactic I'm missing, you can fuck right off. And your bishop friend is going to fuck off too. g4, g6. Right back where he came from. But yeah, okay, let's... I mean, this is very weakening to the king. And he's got ideas of sacrificing. But let's... ...1985 computer chess. I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine it's going to sacrifice. That would be really impressive to me, especially compared to 78. That's, well, 7 years is a long time, but yeah, he just goes back. Okay, so now we're gonna weaken your, now we're gonna weaken your f3 to h4. Yeah. Now we're going to weaken your king's little castle too, so I'm not the only one with a problem. Wow. I mean, he can't stop it, so, okay, so h4 to g6. It's going to take what, with the rook pawn? The f pawn? I would take with the h pawn. I think taking with the h pawn is better. Pardon me. With the rook pawn. Okay. His knight has literally no squares to go to. His a-file knight. So if I go bishop to c3, take his knight, he takes back rook pawn, it does not matter. My next move can be take the b7 pawn. I think. I'm going to try it. b2, b3, no, c3, c3. Pardon me. I mean, does he just push his, yeah. He just pushes his rook up. He's playing very well. I mean, this may end up being a more embarrassing video than I expected it to be. He doubles on the... Well, right now if he doubles, I can just push the pawn up to a4. He can't easily add another attacker to it. These pawn chains are wild, eh? I'm trying to think, like, what are the weaknesses in his position? The b7 pawn is protected by a rook and a knight right now. I could take the knight away, and then he could push it. Like, everything is protected. Like, I'm gonna go e2. E4. Maybe I should go e3. And just focus on taking some squares away from his knight. Add another defender to f2. Double it up. Okay, okay. I think I see a tactic. I think I see a tactic. I'm going to go g4 to g5. That knight is going to move, and then I'm going bishop to d5, skewering his queen to his king. g4 to g5. Because that knight right now is covering that skewering square. You can tell that it's attacked. I think this wins material. It's sacrificed. It sacrificed a piece. Okay, what's the best way to respond to this? Take this bit, take this knight, and then the queen comes in and wins the pawn, so that's 2 pawns for the piece. No, because he's got to move his I mean, it's not. All right. Let's take. It's decimating my pawn structure. Yeah, the queen takes immediately. No thought. G5 takes f6. Is the queen going to take? Okay. I really want to go f1 to d1. I think first I have to go a3 to a4. Rook takes, queen takes, so that's no good for him, right? That pawn is protected. That pawn is protected. Okay, rook to there. Okay, so, f1 to d1. This is setting up the fork. Does he see it? Is he gonna push e4? It looks like he's preparing to push e4. Fuck. Definite back rank issues. Um, I mean, I've got some problems with an exposed queen or king. Okay, okay. I'm material up. He got 3 pawns for 2 pieces. That's losing. You're losing. I've got to keep that in mind. So let's find a way to trade down here. All right. D1 to C1. Also, one of your rooks is stuck back there, out of the game. I can add another defender to G2. I mean, he can just take H3 at any time. He's going to bring his queen over. Is the threat. Thankfully, I could bring my... He needs several moves. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's keep my bishop on the same diagonal as his king. And let's try and trade these queens off. Bananas. Bananas. I'm winning a pawn. I'm doing it. I'm let's do it. Let's do it. This is where you seem to start falling apart there, Sparkles. C2 to C4. My very first move is also my pawn winning move. Takes back, I assume. C1 C1 to C4. You're going to want to put one of those rooks back on your back rank. My move. No. Illegal. Okay. C1 to C4. There we go. You're going to want one of those rooks on your back rank. Which I think means you're losing a pawn. Oh yeah, just open yourself up some fucking flight squares too. That could work. But maybe I'll go to the 7th. C4 to C7. In fact, C4, enter. C7, enter. Okay. I'm just going to hide my king on h2 if he tries to pin me. e7 to a8. C7. Enter to b7. Alright, is this my smartest move? Rook, he's going to double his rooks. I'm going to bring my a rook back to protect. That should be enough. And I can just fucking pawn hunt in the meantime. If he's doubling his rooks, my a pawn is... I'm taking his b pawn. I'm going to march my a pawn right the fuck up. I control the... He's a little more concerned about his pawns now. Okay. B7 to C. You know what? Let's just win right away. Let's just win it right away. To D7. No. No, no. C7 is better. C7 is better because there's a trick. Is it a trick? Fuck me. Okay. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. Colossal Chess 4. You're putting up a bit of a fight, but I'm 2 pieces up on you now. I think a gentleman would have You know what? Let's let's be conservative. How do I go back? Does the delete work? Yeah. Let's go h3 to h4. h3 h4. Okay. Another move to consider because my bishop protects. Yeah, I'm just going to start pushing this a pawn. a4, enter. a5, enter. You could take either way. I'm going to win that pawn. I mean, I'm trading a pawn. I'm not winning a pawn, but I'm also trading rooks. There's no trading rooks here unless you want to lose a pawn. I don't think. Doesn't leave me with a pawn on this side of the board, but I think I'm just going to double my rooks on the back rank and mate him that way. Oh no, I only have one rook. Oh, I didn't think that through. thinking about it quite a while, though. Oh, he does it that way. So my plan still may work. A1. Let's get on that fucking back rank. No. Delete. Let's get on that fucking back rank. B7. B8. Yeah. A1. C1. I will give you that bishop, because this is going to be mate, or I'm going to win the exchange. Actually, I don't even need to give you the bishop. I could just fucking hide that bishop away. Yeah. B2. A1. C1. C8. Your only move here is to move your G pawn forward, G5, and then I'm gonna go. This is a good program. But then I get to do G2, E4, winning more material. Yeah, I mean, E4 takes F5. What a fucking wall of pawn he has, though, huh? I mean, I've got to take H4, G5. He's gonna bring his rook right fucking over, isn't he? No, it's king. It's king. This is gonna get dicey. Okay. There's got to be a win here, right? F2, F4. E3, F4. protected passed pawn. I got 2 connected rooks on the 8th. Oh, rough, rough, rough. Oh, and my bishop's there. Okay. Okay. All right. There's a checkmate here. Fuck. Rook to g8, check. King has 2 squares. h7, f7. Rook to neither of those are protected. Oh, rook to the seventh rank. B8. B7. A8. No, C8. H8. B7. F7. No, G7. Okay. Protected. Covered, covered, covered. Covered, covered. That is checkmate. That is checkmate. Checkmate. What now? What now? Colossus 4 on the Commodore 64? That was a surprisingly that was a surprisingly good program. I wonder if its modern hardware lets it think for longer or faster, or if it was just that good when you played it on the C64. That was fun. That was a much more pleasant experience than playing against the fucking Atari one. But I am going to have a rematch against the one that they actually released, the video chess, Atari 2600 video chess. But this is a nice mate too. I like this mate. It's pretty. It's pretty to me. Wow. All right, round 2, man versus machine. Man wins. I don't think I technically won the first round because the machine did not recognize any human law. But round 2, we fucking crushed him.